Driving in the winter time, boys. But I ain't finna lie. It's risky. You know what I mean? It's no joke. Going through some of these places now. Where I'm at right now, I'm in California. I'm in some back roads of California. I'm going out there to Nevada. And this is actually not so bad, but last night, coming through Oregon, it started snowing so hard, bro. Like, I was close to pulling off anyway, so I just cut it like an hour earlier than I was gonna pull off. But I ain't finna lie, bro, it's sketchy, you know what I mean? Because right now, I've been on this road for about 50 miles, and that car that was just parked there, that's the first car I've seen since I've been driving, you know, on this road for the last 50 miles. And right now, I have no cell phone service, you know what I mean? And as you can see, I'm going through a forest. I think it's called Modoc Forest, National Forest, right now. So there's like, you know, if something major should happen, there is like no way for me to make communication or contact with anyone, because there's literally like barely any civilization in this side, you know what I mean? It's so crazy, bro, because a few of my friends that work here at VL and a few other drivers that I know, you know, they keep me up to date. I give them updates on whatever part of the country that I'm in, and they give me updates on whatever part of the country they're in. And right now they're shutting down parts of Ohio. If you're driving a tractor trailer, you can't go through certain parts of PA. Also, you know, PA is really bad right now too. New York, you know what I mean, parts of 95, you know what I mean. So many shutdown going on, bro, and there's so many crazy things that's been happening with the weather, you know what I mean. There was a pileup just like 3 days ago in Texas, you know what I mean. I believe a truck flipped, and then a tractor trailer hit the truck. I heard there was one casualty. I'm not sure how true that part of it is, because I did see another video of a truck taking a corner and flipping over also, you know what I mean. I'm not sure if that was in Texas, but that happened recently. And then yesterday in PA, there was a major pileup that had the highway shut down, you know what I mean. 2 died out of that one, that's what I mean. Then after that, what is it? I was reading an article yesterday also. Well, actually last night I was reading the article. A Swift driver collided with a passenger car and killed the driver of the car. You know what I mean, bro? I ain't gonna lie, man. In the winter time, it is sketchy, man. It is real sketchy. So for drivers that are just coming out here, my best advice to you guys, like, you know what I mean, just slow it down, bro. Especially when you're driving on roads like these, and like, you gotta be prepared, honestly. Even if you don't want to run in the winter states, because you gotta think about it. Like, if let's say for instance you're here at VL, right, and you're a company driver, it's not, when I was on the company side, I never refused any load or tell them like, no, I didn't want to go there, or whatever the case is. And I guess you can somewhat say, hey, you know, I don't feel comfortable going there. But you got to look at it like, if you're on the company side and they send you up to Colorado right now, then you basically got to go, and you've never chained before or anything like that. You got to, I would suggest, honestly, watch a few videos on YouTube, you know what I mean, getting the rhythm of how to do it. Whenever you're in a warm area or a dry parking lot, see if you can do some practice. You know what I mean? Practice putting your chains on, and you do need a cam tightener. Those of you guys that don't know what a cam tightener is, let me see if I can find mine right quick. Yeah, but you're gonna pretty much need a cam tightener. You know what I mean? It's this little thing right here. I don't know if y'all can see that. You're gonna need that to tighten your chains. Practice. I would suggest practice putting on the chains before you actually got to actually do it, and you can't do it and you're struggling, because once you go up in the winter states and that light starts flashing and tell you got to chain, it's either one thing: either you're gonna pull off, and if you're going snow for a few days or whatever, then you can't sit for the entire few days, or unless it's like a really bad storm, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you can just sit it out and then you can start driving again without chaining. But if it's a case where you have to chain to move, you want to be able to do it rather than going up there in the winter time when it's like, you know, below a certain temperature, and then you're trying to chain that time and you don't know how to do it and you're struggling and you don't have the right tools. If you don't have a cam tightener, you can use a large flat tip screwdriver to get the chains tightened, you know what I mean? Or you can ask another driver to help you out, or see if they have a spare cam tightener to do it. That's another thing, you got to be prepared for the winter. It's good if you have also the bungee straps. They sell them in the northern states where you can get the bungee straps go on the chains after you put them on, and it helps to keep the chain nice and snug, you know what I mean? So you got to be prepared. I'd say always have water and food inside your truck, because you never know when there's going to be like a major shutdown and you get stuck on the highway for like 2 or 3 days. So you want to make sure you have stuff in your truck, like your all your essentials, your water, your food, little stuff to like freshen up just in case, you know what I mean? I'd suggest you keep. I personally, right now, I went to Walmart the other day. I bought 2 bags of salt, because sometimes you pull over like on the side of the road, or you pull over in like a little rest area or something, and you're on like a slope, you get ready to drive, you're stuck, you know what I mean? You can't really go anywhere because there's snow there, you know what I mean? I really wanted to get like a smaller size shovel, but I couldn't find any. They all had those big snow shovels, and I didn't want to take that on my truck or whatever, but you know what I mean? I wanted a smaller size shovel to take with me on. So I have 2 bags of salt just in case I do need them, because homegirl called me the other morning. She got stuck on the side of the road in the back of VA. It was snowing and she got stuck, you know what I mean? And she was having a real bad time, you know what I mean? So you just, bro, even if you don't run, even if you don't want to run in the winter states, you never know when you're going to end up in a situation like that, you know what I mean? So in my opinion, just try to be prepared, you know what I mean? Just try to be prepared. Try to have at least a few things, or have the knowledge of how to put on the chains and all that stuff. Just be prepared, you know what I mean? Because the winter time can be very treacherous. Oh, there's a moving vehicle. But you know what I mean? But be prepared, you know what I mean? Because like I said, the winter time gets very dangerous out here, and just try to slow it down. You know what I mean? Try to slow it down. Follow the signs. Pay attention to the signs when you got a chain. When there's like ice. When there's like ice on the road. All that stuff. You know what I mean? And just try to be safe. I really wanted to pop in and share these few things with you guys. You know what I mean? Let me know what part of the country right now you guys are running. Let me know in the comment section. If you guys are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. You know what I mean? Like the video, share the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.